Do you want to learn how to draw this adorable little Scotty? Then you are going to need a nice new sheet of paper, a pencil to draw with, something to erase any mistakes that you might make, and a marker to outline your doodle when you are done. And do not forget the crayons, the markers, the colored pencils, or the paint so you can add some color to your adorable doodle. Let's get started. Started on our little Scotty dog. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to turn our paper so that way it is horizontal, which means that it is shorter this way but wider this way. And we need it that way because our Scotty dog is a little short and a little long. So go ahead and grab whatever you are going to draw with, and we are going to start with his face. So his face is going to have a very straight line for across his snout. And it is coming down at a slight angle, not a very deep one. I want it to be more on the straight side. And then I'm going to come up from that angle with a really slight curved line. And that's going to be his ear that's closest to us. And then I'm going to come all the way down and make a curve. And this is for the back part of his neck and the back part of his ear. And then right here where these two lines meet, we can add in another slightly triangular shape for the ear on the other side of his body that's not closest to us. I'm going to go to the end of his snout here, and I'm going to add a nice oval shape. And you can go ahead and color that oval in if you want to leave a shine mark on that oval. This is his nose, so it is up to you. I am going to color in the shine mark, but that is how you could draw in a little white area and leave it. I'm going to color it in so his nose is all black. And I just have it close to the bottom here. It's up a little more. Then I'm going to come from about the middle of his nose and I'm going to curve down. So we're going to make a curve down. And I am just a little further than where I plan to make his neck at. So we're just going to go down just a little further than that. And then I'm going to come back over and I'm going to meet where this line is here. I'm going to come down and I'm going to make kind of like a mark because that's where I'm going to make, I want his neck to be about that wide. So I'm going to come from that dot and I'm going to kind of curve up and around and come down, and I want to make the fur that is going to just kind of be hanging down his face. So I'm just going to add in a couple lines here to match up and finish off his face. So we made just a bunch of V's or zigzags to finish up that area there. So now we've got the face, the basic face to our Scotty. So now we're going to go down his back. So I'm going to come right here where this curve is, and I'm going to curve around, and I'm going to stop where his butt would be, and I'm going to leave a little gap because we want his tail to still be a part of his body. And I'm going to curve around for his back leg. So we've kind of got this curve here. I'm going to come off of that shape and I'm going to make a curved line that comes just a little bit behind the end of my line here. And then I'm going to make the fur for the end of his tail to come around. So now we've got our Scotty's tail. Now we're going to do this back leg. So I came back here, this would be the back of his leg. So I'm going to curl out just a little bit. I want to try to stay even with that line there, and I'm going to come down at an angle. I don't want to go too far past where his butt is. I want it to be pretty even. And then I'm going to make a backwards C shape here, but I want it to look like it's his fur. So I'm going to make some zigzags or almost like a saw shape that just kind of follows the way his leg would go. And then his foot is just going to be a pretty easy little curve, oval shape. And we're gonna double up that leg. And this part should be a lot easier because we're just following what we've already drawn, but we're making it shorter. We don't want it to be as far down, and we don't want it to be touching too much. We want to leave a little gap there, so that's the leg on the other side of his body. Now where this paw ends, we're gonna have to draw the front paw. So I'm gonna come down from his neck here, and we're gonna add some fur. So go in with a couple of zigzags, and then we want his front arm to be about even with where his neck is. So I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna make a straight line down. And then in the back, I'll add some fur. So I will go through, and I will stop my line where it's even with that line there. And then I can go ahead and add in my backward C shape for his front paw. And his stomach can just be a curved line just to connect the rest of my dog. And you can either add this, you can either add his front leg right behind. I'm gonna add it in the front. And I'm going to make sure that my curve is a little bit behind where my other one is. So the ones that are closest to us should be down more on the paper. The ones that are back further should have a little bit of a pulled back. They should not be even with the ones in the front. Now I'm going to give him his little eyes. So I'm going to do a curved line. I'm going to have him with his eyes closed. And if you want it to be a girl Scotty, go ahead and add some lashes. You could add anything on it to help kind of make it your own. I'm going to now finish off with his ears. I'm going to do that little curved line and some zigzags so that way I can make a little pink in there, and then back here I'm just going to do a small curved line. That way I can add just a little extra color. And now my little Scotty needs to be grounded. Let's ground him. And that just means we're going to get that horizon line in so that way my dog is not just free floating. He is somewhere. He is there. He's not in the air. He's not in outer space. He's kind of stuck to the ground. Draw on a background. Be creative. What do you want to do? Where is your dog at? Is he at the dog park? I'm going to draw a little bush. And like all the other dogs we've drawn, I'm going to put a little bone on the ground here. 2 parallel lines. And then just go ahead and make what kind of looks like a backward C and a forward C on both sides. And now we've got our little Scotty, maybe at the park with his bone, ready to play with the other dogs. You can add a collar or anything extra that you want to add. Make him your own. I might add a collar. So we're gonna make an oval shape, kind of like if we were making a ring around a planet, and then we're gonna double it up. So he's gonna end up with a black collar. And there we go. He's just got a nice little collar around his neck there. Look at that. Now my doggy is owned. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and grab our markers, our crayons, our colored pencils, or our paints, and let's add a little color to this adorable little Scotty. Look at how cute my little Scotty turned out. I hope that you had fun drawing with me today. Please like and subscribe and check back every day for more doodles. I cannot wait to see how you added different details to yours. Did you add a doghouse? Is he at the dog park? What is our little Scotty doing? I cannot wait to find out. And I cannot wait to see you next time. Have a great day. Goodbye.